Take the gap quickly, Juvenal.
How am I going to possibly fit in that?
Just step off the accelerator here. Note to self, Juvenal is not a morning person. We ready?
Yeah.
Alright, today is officially the mock test. Okay. Hi guys and welcome back to Clearview Driving. My name is Amin and I'm here with Juvenal.
Hello.
And this is the official mock test, the first of many.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now your test is in exactly a week's time.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Nervous, but I think I need to get prepared.
Yeah.
That's all.
We've got this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into it. Do you want me to tell you a little bit about the test? Or are you happy to just get started?
Nah, I need some explanations.
Okay, so throughout the drive, I want you to follow the road ahead. Whenever I need to tell you to turn, I'm going to tell you in plenty of time. If I'm not saying anything, continue ahead, or you can just simply ask if you're not sure. We're going to carry out one maneuver, and we may also carry out the emergency stop, similar to everything we've already been practicing. A quick question about your vehicle now, and one whilst you're driving as well. So for your first question, Juvenal, would you be able to tell me, how would you check that your indicators are working?
Yeah, hazard lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me, you don't have to do it.
Alright. Well, I'll be turning the hazard lights. Both the indicators should be turning on, also the lights as well. They should all be showing.
How would you know that they're actually on?
Or you can use reflections or anything, or you can ask people or someone to look. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I think. Yeah.
Alright, so whenever you're ready, I'd like you to start the engine. We're going to go down this road and I'll tell you when we're turning, okay?
Yeah.
Good luck. Okay, we're going to go left out of here and then left first exit on the roundabout. Juvenal takes a risky gap at this junction as he thinks he's waiting for too long. Now the gap that he takes, there was a silver car approaching in the first lane, and as we've turned out, that silver car had to then move over into the right-hand lane. Juvenal should have continued waiting. Take the exit coming off here. And take the next road on your left, please. Just up here. Turn left.
Here? No.
There's a road just there.
Oh, here.
could pull in and park up on the left-hand side of the road, somewhere safe. Thank you. Drive off when you're ready.
Okay. I should have secured the car first, shouldn't I?
It's okay, drive off when you're ready.
Okay.
Somebody messed around with the settings without realising, and now traffic turns on every so often.
How am I going to possibly fit in that? Fucking hell, this road, I'm sorry. This road is so like...
Take the next road on your left, please. At the roundabout, turn left. Alright, Juvenal, when it's safe to do so, could you demonstrate how you would demist the rear windscreen?
Rear one, yeah?
Yeah. Thank you. You can turn it off. At the roundabout, turn left. It's the first exit.
First exit, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to be turning left into the little car park. It's just the next one, yeah?
Oh, this one right here, isn't it? Shit. I'm going through that.
I'm just going to go straight where that lorry's just come from. Going straight, yeah? Alright, Juvenal, what I'd like you to do now is reverse into a space on the right hand side, just here.
Yeah.
So if you could just drive up forward and then reverse into one of these spaces, making sure to finish within the white lines of the parking bay. Thank you, and we'll exit the car park whenever you're ready.
So, alright. We'll just exit now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. You want to turn left?
And we're going to go left at the end, and then we're going to go second exit towards Yedding on that roundabout. So second exit, okay?
Second exit, yeah. Oh man, I don't know why I'm laughing. It's literally nothing funny.
Juvenal starts this roundabout off really nicely. Currently there are 3 lanes and we're in the second. As we enter the roundabout there are 4 and he continues in the second. The lane marking is quite faded, but he does continue in the centre of his lane. However, as we're heading towards our exit, Juvenal starts checking his mirrors to exit and he starts to position closer to the left lane. He needed to continue in his lane and take the exit from that lane. the inside of this roundabout, there is a solid line close to the roundabout itself. Now this space is reserved for larger vehicles when they need to turn. We did not need to go into this space, so Juvenal should have actually gone around this space completely, as there is more than enough space to do so. And turn left. This road has a very unusual layout. The island in the centre of the road in front of us is essentially the centre line that divides the two sides. So this is where the grass is in the middle. Usually there'll be a keep left directional indicator telling you to pass on the left hand side, but on this particular junction it's not present. Make sure when you see a junction like this you pass on the left hand side, because traffic will come towards you from the right hand side. We're going to turn left and then left again. Yep.
Left here.
No, we've done both the left turns.
Oh, right. Right. Okay.
Just step off the accelerator here. And I'd like you to take the next road on your left, please. And take the next road on your right, please. With the meeting situation on this road, the vehicle in front had actually got out of the road and was giving us way, but Juvenal should have slowed right down as the space in the middle of the road was fairly narrow. This next section confused me a little bit. I wasn't sure why Juvenal started driving on the right hand side of the road with an oncoming vehicle. And turn left, please. At the roundabout, I'd like you to go straight ahead. It's the second exit.
Okay. Second exit, yeah.
Willow Tree Roundabout is quite a challenging roundabout, and you have to be confident when you enter into this roundabout, and you do have to wait for gaps sometimes, as there may not be gaps for a good 30-40 seconds, so you have to wait for the right gap to enter. Juvenal does take a risky gap when there's cars on the inside of the roundabout. He didn't realise the speed at which they were going to come round, and I had to tell him to stop, and even when we entered, the gap was very risky. We had to take the gap by the end because we were already in the roundabout. Stop there, stop there, stop there. You can go now. Yep, let's take it. Take the gap quickly, Juvenal. You're already in the roundabout, that's why. And then switch over into the right one safe.
Into the test center.
And we are going into the test centre now. Alright, Juvenal, that's the end of your driving test.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you would not have passed on this occasion.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay.
Do you know where?
Literally right here, I think.
Well, yeah,
Roundabout.
right here definitely didn't help.
Yeah.
But there were a few faults before this as well. Okay. So firstly, I feel like you were overthinking a little bit too much on the gaps. So right at the beginning, you know when we first exit this roundabout and we turned left? You got a serious fault right at the start for observation. When you were waiting, there was not really any gaps. The traffic kept turning up, didn't they? But you kept overthinking, going, oh, I need to go. And the gap you took, you got a serious fault for. You didn't miss any gaps at that point. You didn't get marked down for hesitation even one bit. But the gap you took failed you straight away. Because that's still the car that was coming. You saw they had to swerve, right? And then when we got to the roundabout, there was you, another car, and a big blue lorry. The big blue lorry went in, and we could have gone with them because of the size of that vehicle, and the gap was kind of there at the time, but you hadn't seen it. But it's okay. Let's say you've missed it, and then you've taken the next gap. That was fine.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you missed multiple gaps?
I don't know. Yeah and no at the same time, I feel like. I don't know how to explain that. Well, I feel like I did, but I did at the same time. It's weird.
Is it because the time was just ticking and you're thinking I've been here for too long?
A bit. I thought them cars were honking at me when they were. So.
No.
Oh. Okay.
When we went off at the end, there was a beep, which I think was kind of from the person behind you, but it doesn't matter. You're going to get people beeping at you here and there, but as long as you know you've not actually done anything wrong, you're fine. And yes, let's say you've even missed a gap and now they're beeping at you because they're getting irritated. It's fine. You miss one gap, oh well, but you've got to make sure when you go in fast. Okay? Right at the end, if it's not even serious, kind of dangerous fault at the end there, because the gap that you were trying to take wasn't really a gap.
No, it was calm.
And we talked about how to move off fast on this roundabout, didn't we? Tell me how you do it.
Just press down the accelerator.
Clutch out slow, go! That's what you needed to do. We could have gone before the bus, but had you kind of done that? Yeah? Because you just got to get enough acceleration so you're not causing them to have to slow down for you or to step off the accelerator. And yeah, I would have just waited, and then that black car was coming around. I had to tell you to stop, but by the time we've now stopped, you're in first lane. So then I had to just get you to get through that roundabout by the end. But besides that, the meeting situations initially, you dealt with them all really nicely. I could see you were getting a bit irritated having to keep giving way, but that's all we could have done. The meeting situations near the end, I didn't like it. You were getting a bit annoyed, and that white BMW turned up. She kind of got out of the way for you, and the space is there, but you should have taken it much slower. I felt like we were too close to the parked car. I would have switched to first gear at that point. And then as we went through, this is where it got a bit confusing for me. As we were going through, there was parked cars on the left, you're in the middle, a car turned up, and as that car was turning up, you were moving over to the right-hand side of the road. And I couldn't understand why. The bay park reverse, you were in the bay very nicely, right? If I'm going to be very picky, let's say I'm a very strict examiner, I would have marked you down for observation, because you're kind of half-heartedly checking the left blind spot. At the beginning you went, right, yeah. Kind of like as far as here. It's just literally that. And that would not have been a fault had you done that. Yeah? When you're making left turns, when we turned down Dane Road, your steering was way too late. You know where Creams is on the corner? Your steering was really late. And generally when you're making left turns, I feel like you don't look into the road. When you're making turns, your eyes need to be down into the road. If the road's here, look here. But when the road's there, kind of follow it round. I feel like you're sometimes looking forward, and we've talked about this as well. I always told you to look into the road, right? Because of this, your steering was really late at one point, like 2 points even. I know it's disheartening.
I know,
but what have you learned from today?
I mean, I'm pretty much, I don't know.
Because everything we've talked about in this test, we've talked about previously, right? So it's not new information, is it?
No.
Okay,
Really.
So what do you need to do on the roundabout when you enter?
Enter.
Find the right gap? And then?
Accelerate.
Thank you. We're going to go practice this now. Okay. Alright guys, that is the end of today's mock test. We do have enough time to practice, so don't worry. I know this may seem a bit scary at this point, thinking, you know what, his test is coming up, but we have got enough time to practice, so we will work on these things and really iron them out. Because they need to be fixed. Okay. Alright guys, that's the end of another mock test. If you guys have enjoyed today's video and even learnt a thing or two, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, let us know what you've learnt from today's video or what you've enjoyed about today's video. And that is it from us today guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.